Alright guys, Tuesday, May 23rd, T-117. Nothing too exciting going on in the garage tonight. It's about 8 p.m. Thought we'd come out and do a bit of a power hour and just clean out all the sludge out of the bottom of the oil pan and just get this cleaned up a little bit better. I was going to try to drive out this, there's a oil pump bush in here that needs to come out. But I'm going to go and get a piece of threaded rod to be able to pull that out. It doesn't seem to want to drift out very easily, so I don't want to break it. So I think we'll invest in a little piece of threaded rod to get that out tomorrow. So anyway, we'll clean the oil pan up in the meantime. Alright guys, we've been out here for an hour and a half or so, and we've got the oil pan looking much better, so it's all cleaned and ready to go on the inside. We've got all the gaskets scraped off and cleaned up, so that's looking good. We also went a little further and we cleaned the bottom side of the pan and sanded and cleaned it so it's ready for paint. So that's looking much better too, a lot less greasy and grimy. So we've got another piece to paint at some point. We're going to have to get some engine enamel for that. So maybe I'll pick some up on the way home from work and we'll paint that tomorrow night and get that out of the way. Put that back in the parts trailer. So that's the progress for this evening. That's about it for now, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Alright guys, it's Wednesday, May the 24th, and we're at T-116 and back in the garage. And got ourselves a little piece of threaded rod to be able to take that bushing out of the block that we were talking about yesterday, so we're going to get to that in a minute. It is warm enough to paint outside today, so we've got the oil pan out here. We've got our first coat of engine enamel on there, so we're painting that in gloss black. So that's going. We're going to put 3 coats on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some nuts and washers out and make a bit of a puller with this threaded rod, and we'll show you how that setup works. Alright guys, so there's a better look at the bush that I'm trying to get out. So what I've got going on here is a threaded rod with a little washer on the end. We're going to insert from the bottom. Then I've got the plate actually off of my large spring compressor, and we've just got a couple of washers stacked on there. Then we're going to throw another couple nuts on the top, and we're going to start cranking down on that, and hopefully we're going to pull that bush right out the top. So we'll show you the setup once I get it in there. Alright guys, there's what that puller looks like installed. So we're going to start cranking down on the nut, and we're going to flip the block over and see if it's actually moving that, that bush. We don't want to break it as mentioned. So here we go. Alright guys, the threaded rod trick worked a treat. And that's all thanks to Ed H., who's a contributor on the 6-pack Triumph TR250 and TR6 forums. So thanks very much, Ed. That worked perfectly. I don't think I've ever given a plug to 6-pack before. It's an owners group for owners, obviously, of the TR6 and TR250 with awesome members with an incredible pool of knowledge to for anybody working on these cars. If there's any questions that need to be asked, these guys have all of the answers, so check out that forum if you happen to be a TR6 or TR250 owner like myself. Ed is a regular contributor there, and Ed's TR6 build is over the top. He does some incredible work, so look Ed up while you're there at 6-pack and check out his web pages that he's devoted to his car. Alright guys, back to painting the sump cover. Alright guys, we're going to do a little exterior engine degreasing. We're going to be careful not to get it into any of the areas that I don't want to. But we're going to do, you know, this front half of the block and the flat side of the other side of the block. So this works well to degrease engines, pretty much get anything off. Got a plastic bag below. We're just going to sort of let it drip off there and collect. I do have a couple of engine rebuilders or machinists. Ellen has given me one name, and I've actually gone around to a local machine shop here today and got some information from him. So it looks like we found somebody to bore these cylinders out. Just got to wait for my pistons now, and like I said, we'll get this block cleaned up a little bit, and we'll get ready to drop it off to the machine shop. Hey guys, Tush coming at you. It's Friday the 26th of May, and we're just about 9:30 p.m. We're at T-114, and haven't been really doing too much out in the garage. We're just concentrating on doing some cleaning. So I've cleaned the head up a little bit more. I've removed the engine block off the engine stand. We've now just got it sitting on the workhorse over here, and we've been degreasing it a few times. We've got gone through a few rolls of paper towels in the process, so we've got it looking a little bit better. This is going to the machine shop shortly, so we're just trying to clean it up so it's not too overly greasy when they receive it. It is going to be hot tanked, but I thought I'd give it a brief cleanup before we brought it up to the machine shop. So waiting on pistons. They're arriving next Wednesday apparently to my mailbox in the US, and then it'll be a couple days before they get shipped up to my my mailbox in Canada. So we're waiting for those to arrive, so we maybe get this to the machine shop maybe next weekend if possible. We'll see. So that's pretty much about it for tonight. We just came out to turn the lights off in the garage. We've got the crank stored away over there safely, bungee corded up so it doesn't fall over if I don't hit it with something. So we're going to get out here tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow, but we'll probably continue on grabbing parts from the trailer, bringing them in and cleaning them up and getting them ready to go back in the car. Oil pan turned out well, not too bad. A few little runs here and there, but 100% better than it was. So we're happy with that. We'll move that into the trailer to get it out of the way tomorrow when we do the exchange for something new to work on. That's it for tonight, guys. Just wanted to give you a quick update. I am out here just playing around, not doing anything too hard and heavy, but just thought I'd let you know that I was actually out here. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, Saturday. That will be T-minus 113, so we're getting down in days. Alright guys, Saturday morning the 27th of May, T-minus 113, and I'm getting kind of tired of having the block around. It's kind of in the way, so I need to move that. I need to move the head. I need to move on to something else. So I'm going to attempt to lift this block myself and put it on this little dolly over here. So I think I can do it. I'm not sure how much this block weighs, probably 100 and something pounds, but I'm a fairly stout guy, so I think I can do it. So we're going to attempt to do that anyway, and the plan is to throw it in the back of the Pathfinder and get it ready to go up to the machine shop. So I'd like to get it moved over there and put away in the back of the Pathfinder safely. So just need to transport it from here to there without killing myself. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck. We had our Wheaties this morning. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Still standing anyway. And this is the harder part, doing the deadlift. Getting too old for this. Lift with your legs. All right. At least it's easy to grab. Alright, we got her all bagged up and we got her sprayed down with some WD-40, so we're not going to get any rust in here while it sits. So we'll just close that bag up and wait for the pistons to arrive before we deliver it up to the machine shop. Alright, on to the next thing. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention. I shipped off my axles, my short axles from the differential that I have torn apart over here. We sent those away to the US to get the oil seals, are the flanges that hold the oil seals pressed off of the axles. So that cost 38 bucks. So waiting for those to get down to California and back to my US mailbox. So I'm sure that'll be a couple weeks. So I think what I'll do in the meantime is I may drag that diff over, clean it up, get it painted, and find out which one of these other cases, the rear of the cases, are the best out of the two other differentials I have. As you recall, I mentioned that this one's got a pretty big crack in it here, so I'm not going to be using this old two-piece differential cover. We're going to go to a one-piece. So we'll figure out which is the best one. We'll move that heavy diff over to the workbench and we'll start working on that. I think while we're taking the engine up to the machine shop, we're also going to take the flywheel to get refaced. So I'll pack that away in the back of the Pathfinder and we'll take that up at the same time. Alright, I'll figure I'll clean this back plate up as well while I've got it on the table. So we're going to get the oven cleaner out again and go to town. Please clean the face of this, and then we'll flip it over and give the backside a quick wipe down with the Scotch-Brite and some WD-40. Alright guys, we're going to remove the flange piece in order to get to the pinion seal. So we're going to remove that nut, and we're also going to remove this mounting piece here, which is held on by 4 bolts. So we're going to do that, and we'll get that cleaned up and looking a little bit better. Okay guys, that front mount is off, and we've just got it sitting over here on the table. So there's what it consists of. Just the pinion flange and the nut and a washer, and then the mounting flange here. So we'll get that all cleaned up. So that allows you access to the pinion seal, which is here. So we're going to keep the seal in until we get this diff cleaned up. Then we'll pull it out. We don't want to get, try not to get any dirt in there anyway while we wire brush this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to break out the wire brush on the 4.5-inch grinder, and we're going to go to town. Alright guys, we made a pretty good start on getting the differential case all cleaned up. For anybody that's interested, this is the number on the Diff CD73400 is the stand part number. So anyway, that's looking pretty good. I think it's pretty close to getting ready for some paint. I think I have some Port 15 around, so we'll probably do this case in Port 15. And then we got to move on to cleaning the back of this, the aluminum piece, and getting that painted, as well as the mounting bracket needs to be cleaned up and painted as well. So anyway, we're going to take a quick break, maybe have a bite of lunch, and then we'll get back out here after. Hey guys, we have the diff mount and the pinion, or the flange, I guess, the pinion flange in primer. And we're just letting that dry before we give that a shot of gloss black. As mentioned, we're going to paint the diff part with, or the main case with Port 15, so we're going to do that now. And then we're going to pull off one of the cases off the old differentials, and we'll clean that up. So here's the new rear diff case we're going to use. So we've just got all the bolts out. We're just going to get the rubber mallet out and give it a whack to release it. Hopefully there's not a lot of gear oil in there. We've got the oil pan ready just in case. And then we'll work on removing these old differential mounts. Alright guys, quick look at that differential cover just cleaned up now. It's pretty good. There's still a few little spots with a little bit of dirt in there that needs to come out, but for the most part it looks pretty good. I'm going to paint this with some aluminum paint, Aluminum Blast from Eastwood, and we'll get it back to looking perfect. So we're going to do that shortly. We're going to give it a good cleaning and we'll break out the paint. Alright guys, just coming up to 5 o'clock, and we've now got that diff into the first coat of Port 15. So we're going to let this dry for a few hours, and we're going to give it a second coat. So pretty much we're done in the garage for this evening. Don't want to obviously create any dust out here. We may do a few little things, but anyway, that was my objective for today, was to get all the parts of the diff done. So again, we've got those hanging up here, and we've moved the cover over here, so that looks good. Hardware is here, ready to reinstall. So looking pretty good. I did clean this back plate up a little bit, but we've got to do some more work on it. Anyway, that's it for now guys. Well, like I said, we're going to watch some paint dry, and we'll get out here in a couple hours, and we'll hopefully give this another coat before bedtime. But that's it for now guys. We'll talk to you in a bit. Alright guys, just coming up to 8:30, and we've got the second coat of Port 15 now on the main differential case, and that's looking good, nice and glossy. The other parts have dried up well, so we've just got them hanging here. We'll leave them hanging overnight. And the diff case, or the rear of the diff case, is looking pretty good. It's almost dry as well, so I'm happy with the look of that. So I think we'll call it a night. I'm going to go down, go inside and download what's on this video camera and see if I've got enough to upload to YouTube. If not, you'll see this video tomorrow night, but if I figure we've got enough for tonight, we'll throw it up there tonight. So anyway, we will see you tomorrow morning bright and early. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.